Oh, she's not gonna like it. They're playing 10 and 20?
Yes.
That's a lot of chips are playing.
Monster pot for Mary. Mary's been playing about 4 years, and she final tabled with me in the first event, so she definitely has game.
She's probably going to give Tanya fits being on her left.
Just notified that we were having some audio difficulties there at the beginning, but I believe we're back. Steve, were you able to hear us okay? And just a little feedback from the chat is always nice.
There's a lot of experienced women here today. A lot of them have won some big titles already. I know Amy in State 4 won the WPT ladies event here.
Wow. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah. State 2, leaping, she's won 3 titles, 3 ladies events.
Well, no wonder.
She's pretty cool. She's an executive for a big pharma company, right?
Oh, drug dealer.
Yeah, she's a drug dealer. Mary's getting creative there. I think with Chantel's cards, I might have seen the flop for 10,000. Mary's got another flush draw. I'm sure she's going to bet it here. And she does. She bets 40.
You can never fault aggression.
Unless it's maniacal aggression.
Of course.
Playing her position and betting her draw. Very good, Mary.
Bet and take it is the best thing you can do. So every pot's got 50,000 in it before the first action.
Yeah.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Press 1 right there.
Hey, Rainey, where are the hot dogs? Okay. Did you get one? No, I did not.
Heather there in seat 1, she's won the ladies event twice.
Really?
Yeah, and she's been playing about 5 years.
Wow. Maybe we've been playing too long.
Rainey has pocket 9s, raises to 80.
Say 80, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to let you bring it. She's really not
I'm glad they're having fun. It's nice to have a final table that's laughing and enjoying themselves.
That's why I announced it.
Ooh, and Tina wakes up with ace king. I'm sure she's going to put her all in.
Yeah, she's got less behind than she's already got in.
Tina started out as our chip leader today with 913,000. I played with her the other day. She's always very, very deliberate, whether she's intending to call or not. She stops and thinks, and I like that.
All right, so she's 185 is the bet.
All in from Nazi.
And we are going to have a classic matchup.
Jenny has ace, queen of spades. I don't know. I think, to me, that's... oh, she went all in for 218.
Wow. Yeah, I don't overcall.
No, I don't like that. Even though we can see the cards, I don't like that against a raise and a re-raise. I think ace queen, even though it's pretty and sexy when it's suited, I think that should be a fold. We'll see how the cards play out here.
I'm going to bring this in. We're looking at 155.
Jenny came here from Tallahassee today. She's a line dance teacher, and she's a hypnotist.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Hypnotize the people at the final table and just take their chips. You're like, hold every hand.
Side. Let's see all three hands, ladies.
All in. Well, I'm liking the nines right now a lot.
Yeah, if you had to pick a hand, you'd like the nines, but they got to be nervous.
Oh, sure.
You got to fade ace, king, or a queen.
Ace, king, queen, that's right.
King right there in the door. And we're in danger of losing two players here.
Yep.
Unless a nine comes, Rainey's going to say goodbye.
Rainey's reign is over.
Oh, and the queen came, but it was too late because the king was already there. Good job, ladies.
Yeah.
Very quickly, we're down to 7.
Yes, so it'll be a dead small blind for this one. Just the one.
It sure can happen quick, can it?
Yeah. Rainey's had some success here, and she's only been playing 3 years. She runs a doctor's office as her occupation.
Well, some of them are going to need a doctor after this final time.
Looks to me like she's quite beloved around here.
She's quite the character. We had a lot of fun watching her on the stream for the meetup game, and then for the for the meetup game.
Yep.
Is that Rainey you're talking about?
Yes. And then there were 7.
Quick shout out to our chat. Hello, Steve, always here. Good to see ya. Fizz, Michael, Dark Angel. Good to see y'all in the chat. One Eye, what's going on? Deborah Poma. Good to see y'all. Thanks for coming out and viewing the stream tonight. This should be an interesting table.
I love the laughter. I love it. Yeah. That's the difference between a men's tournament, well, not men's, but an open tournament and a ladies tournament, is the ladies just have fun. There's a lot of camaraderie. I asked Chantel, I said, why do you play these events? And she said, it's because of the camaraderie. She said, you can have fun at the table and be fierce at the same time. I love that. Fierce. And she is. Chantel final tabled the main event last year, and luckily I was there with her, but she played great.
He usually fills the pit, so he wasn't like...
Chantel works with kids with autism. Must have a heart of gold. And I want to say I helped her get to the final table. Not on purpose, of course, but she picked off a really big bluff.
Oh, we got pocket kings for Heather. We're going to see some fireworks. Ooh. Good get, actually.
It's blind against blind, I guess, and she made it enticing to call by only doubling the bet. Good job, Heather.
So far, it's all Heather, but
I like that Heather's taking her time deciding what her bet size will be here.
30,000.
Nice bet, 30,000. Making it look like you're vulnerable. And leaping calls. It should be over after this street, I think.
All in the one.
I love how Heather played that hand.
You don't hear just much laughter or nothing of that. These guys are just having fun. They know it's a game, and they play it.
I've got to say, we look forward to these events every year because the ladies do have such a good time on the table.
Yeah. After the tournament last night, we had 2 cash games just for the ladies, and I got in around 11 o'clock at night. It was a good time. All right, Tanya, look at your hand. Forget about your beer. Look at your hand.
Tick-tock.
Tick-tock, as Jan said.
And we do get her camera adjusted a little bit better for her here in a few minutes. We had the camera aimed elsewhere prior to the stream, so until somebody actually got in the chair, it was hard to get set.
Yeah. Tanya is a very dear friend of ours for 20 years. And she came from the Tampa Bay area for this tournament.
We just took a cruise together.
Yeah, we hang out. She comes to see us in Vegas, and she has become quite a good player. Heather, are you going to do it on the button or not? Nope. It's good. Some people feel like they have to raise the button. You don't. You don't have to. Oh, we're going to get some action here, probably.
Definitely.
I don't know. 344,000. However, she only has, 170 behind. She might call this. I think I would. Way to go in the tank and think, Amy. I always, when we do seminars, we tell the ladies, think. You know, I mean, not on every decision, but if it's something, she makes the fold. Okay, that's a tough call there.
Yeah, I think I'd have had to gamble there.
Yeah, I would have had to go all in.
She's in a small blind.
Amy deals for BestBet.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep, she's been on our cruises, poker player cruises.
I didn't know that either.
What do you know, Jan?
Not much.
For God's sake.
Not much.
Speaking of what is known, how did the seminar go yesterday?
Oh, the seminar was so much fun. We had some great questions, and we got to
Told a
tell
few
a lot of stories. And yeah,
Some of our tall tales.
it was well attended. BestBet put on a nice spread of donuts and coffee and juices.
Nice.
I was looking for the donuts this morning. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, you didn't know it was just for the seminar.
I could have slept in then.
Okay. What's Tina going to do here with her deuces? Oh, look at that.
She would have been up against the other big stack.
Well, Heather's going to make a raise here, obviously. She's got her 2 jacks.
75,000 to 1.
So players should pay attention to bet sizing. Like here she made it 75,000. Before she made it 40, only doubled the bet. And, you know, she's happy not to get a call here, and she wanted a call before. So if you kind of pay attention to people's bet sizing, it's going to help you figure out what they probably have or what they might have.
Or at least what range they
What their range might be, yeah.
And was it positional, or was it because of her hand, or was it because something she picked up with the table?
Good job, Heather.
And you were my big line.
Yeah, just Andy's and blinds are worth going after here.
I like that. Hi, my name says beer is equally as important as poker, referring to Tanya and her beer a few minutes ago.
Very good.
Tanya plays quite a bit of poker now. She retired from she was CFO for a nonprofit.
She worked with children with needs. They had a very, very good, long and tenured career.
And she adopted a deaf dog, Noelle. You remember Noelle, Jan?
Oh, yeah, I can't forget Noel.
Jan's not a dog
He
person.
liked to jump on me,
This puppy just loved Jan.
and I couldn't get rid of him. I think it was because he smeared me with bacon grease or something.
Welcome to the stream, Brian.
Potentially, he's involved in several Sunday tournaments right now, so he may jump in and join us for a few hands here and there.
Okay. Heather, what you gonna do?
You know, every hand is kind of what you're going to do when they come for you.
This time she made it 50, so she's done 40, 50, and 75.
She's just about to pick up the line.
It's almost time to go up in limits, I think. Well, the ladies all look comfortable.
It's because they're playing at Best Bet. I love this card. One of the things I love particularly about it, I love the chairs because they go up high enough that I don't have to bring 4 cushions. But the service here is very good. The dealers are amazing.
Excellent dealers.
I would like to take all of them on a cruise with me because they're very, very good dealers.
Yeah, if you're listening and you've never been on a poker cruise, check out pokerplayercruises.com. Jan and I host these cruises, and it's a lot of fun. Ooh,
Heather woke up with aces.
Yeah, she's getting some hands now. She started with 218,000. She's
Wow, she doubled up.
got it over 40. Okay,
No,
again
that's
she min raises. Notice when she had the king, she min raised. Here she min raised.
It doesn't look like he's going to get near out of it.
Well, Chantel's definitely not calling.
7.
So far, she said kings, ace king, and ace ace.
Tina's got over $1 million in chips, so she, even with that crappy hand, she's making the call. I can't blame her. See what happens.
Wow.
This might go check. Chantel's kind of sneaky.
Chantel's not in the pot.
Oh, Heather's in the pot. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Tina's gonna step into it.
She's literally stepping in it. But of course, she doesn't know. Now there's going to be a little bit of Hollywooding from Heather, which I would do too.
I'm not a Hollywooder. I can't do it. So she just calls. All right, that's going to signal to Tina that she needs to shut it down.
No, that's actually, I've only been there a couple times. That's down south of it. Derby and
Or not. Oh my goodness.
So, yeah. What's the right price to draw dead?
Raise 180.
All righty. All right. I think this hand's over. But again, as I said, whether Tina calls or not, she always takes her time, and she kind of makes you nervous, even though Heather has no reason to be nervous this time. But I remember playing against her at the final table the first day, and I didn't like it because I'd make a raise and she'd look into my soul before she'd fold, and I'm there, dangling with nothing, and she'd make me sweat.
while we're in between hands real quick, let's take a look at what our payouts are going to be for tonight's event. If I can get it on the right screen here.
First is 8,559, definitely worth shooting for. But even the next player gets 1,200.
And we see Rainey and Jennifer getting up. Rainey getting paid out $856. Jennifer being paid out $1,024. Next one out will have a payday of $1,264.
I asked some of the ladies what they were going to do with the money if they won. Mary said she's going to Las Vegas. Tanya's going to use it to play in the WPT main event here and the Mystery Bounty.
Well, those Mystery Bounty tournaments are fun.
Tanya, 2 jacks.
We've certainly had some action hands.
Wow.
She makes it 50. She's got a good poker face.
Oh, we could have action here. Well, she's got position on Tanya, but that's pretty much all she's got.
Those suited connectors look kind of sexy.
They look sexy, yeah.
Yeah. She's. I think I'd take a look at it. With as deep as they are.
Chantel's got all of her outs.
What's Chantel? Oh, Chantel's got the Jack 9 of hearts. Nope.
Nope. I'm making that overcall's tough. And it's usually wrong.
Yeah, but with suited connector hands, you kind of want volume.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you get lucky and hit something, you're going to...
But I mean, it was just too much for Chantel to call.
Yeah, with her stack.
Exactly.
Yeah, her effective stack size did not warrant calling with an implied odds hand.
Heads up.
Ooh, good flop for Tanya.
Yeah.
Usually an ace, king, or queen will come when you have 2 jacks.
She's got Motown. Jackson 5.
75,000.
Take it, Tanya. Tanya started today, second in chips.
Mary's just kind of Hollywooding here. The way she can call. And Tanya's giving her the stare.
Well done, Tanya.
Tanya pick up a little pot.
Button is moving. Blinds are up.
Blinds are going up. As if they weren't high enough.
What are we going to now? 15, 30, 30 probably?
Alrighty. Hey ladies, how we doing?
Hi, we're having a good
chat.
time.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, we're missing our Kings and Queens tournament. But this is kind of fun.
Yeah, ladies final table is always such a good time. Yeah, the blinds are going to be going up to 15, 25, 25.
15, 25, 20. The structure is really good on this tournament, by the way.
A nice little bit deeper, and 30K starting stack is awesome too.
Yeah,
So
and 30-minute rounds.
And the half-hour rounds,
Yep, exactly. We always prefer the the deeper structures, a little bit more playability instead of just a shove fest for the final table.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you do tend to get, but yeah, I hope you ladies are doing wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, always.
I'm looking at the chat. One guy asked, is it good to take your time even when you know you're folding? And the next guy says, yeah, I've lost some friends because of my taking my time. But you should act at the same amount of time on every hand. That way they don't pick up anything on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got it's Dirk over in the Twitch chat. This is our second night streaming on Twitch, coming back for a 4-year hiatus.
Right. Is this the monument location? Yes, it is.
That it is. And we are streaming about 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times depending on the week, obviously. But we got WPT coming up, and our stream schedule is going to be off the charts.
You guys have a lot of events here.
Oh, yeah.
They're all very good.
Looks like it's blind against blind again. I think Heather's going to definitely raise it.
Is it 60?
She made it 60, yeah.
Already had quite a bit of blood spilt on this on the
know.
table, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Mike Sexton told me years ago, never go broke with a queen in your hand, meaning ace queen or two queens, or that's some pretty tough advice to follow. I have a hard time following that.
I'd rather not go broke with a deuce in your hand.
But I do know that ace queen is a very vulnerable hand.
Especially three-handed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They call it the parking lot hand for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Ace, queen, ace, jack.
You call it Hawaii. The money you lose with it, you go to Hawaii.
Go to Hawaii. I like that. Doesn't sound like a bad alternative.
Yeah. Tanya getting a little jiggy with ace 9.
And as it turns out, it is the best hand.
So far, we haven't seen Li Ping's hand yet.
Luckily, we're not playing the 7 deuce part.
No 7 deuce game in the final table?
Yeah.
Enough with Amy.
Oh, Amy.
Yeah, Amy with just under 4 bigs is going to be forced to get it in quite often, especially with a pretty hand like Queen 10 suited.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable enough.
I might have opted for a stop and go play there. I don't know how much she would have had left. What is she's only got
for 117. It would have been
117.
57 to call, so she'd only had a 1 blind bet.
Yeah, considering she's in the blinds. I mean, it's a pretty decent scenario. It's as close to a coin flip as you can hope for. 10 suited versus ace 9. Good luck, ladies. Pretty big spot. I think it's a $500 pay jump.
Yeah, and it's kind of a coin toss, so a little better on the ace 9.
Oh, queen high board, but all
look at this.
Wow.
Got a fade of spade and ace.
And spade or ace.
Wow.
She does. Look at that.
9 wins.
I'm just joining late on the action, but I don't know if you ladies know that Amy is actually technically our defending champ here at the ladies event. She won our WPT ladies event last year.
Wow.
Yeah, I said that, and she deals for best bet as well.
That she does. Yep, she deals and floors over at our St. Augustine location. One of the nicest ladies ever.
She really is.
Yeah, I played with her yesterday, and she was very lovely.
She came on one of our cruises, I think, and
There you go again, telling me stuff I can't deny or confirm.
well, I can't confirm it either.
Just nod your head and agree.
Oh, you
No, I'm
got
just kidding.
you Linda
I
Johnson.
know for sure that her other half came. Not sure if she was there or not.
Oh yeah, then she was probably there. Her and Randy. We got Mark in the chat saying, "Let's go, Tina." What's up, Mark?
Okay, Mary with 2 5s.
Raised to 75.
So 2 5s has a nickname, isn't that Presto?
Presto. Yep.
Presto.
That's from
Barge.
Barge. Actually, RGP.
Barge.
Barge is the Bay Area Recreation Gaming Exposition. At large.
And Heather has no intention to call, but she's just taking her time and making Mary squirm, probably.
Turkish has been at St. Augustine lately, but need to make it over here soon. I thought she looked familiar. Yeah, Amy's awesome.
Thank you, Kathy. We appreciate your comment there in the chat. Unless she's talking to the final table.
You guys are doing wonderful too, don't worry. Yeah, we got Miss Kathy in the
I
chat.
don't know who your buddy is, so.
How we doing, Kathy? She played on our live stream for the cash games this past week twice. Was hoping that she would make a deep run in this ladies event. I know she had a lot of chips after dinner break, but such is tournament life.
Oh yeah.
It's a tough way to make a living
Oh my
playing
goodness,
tournaments.
isn't it?
I just, my opinion is that if you're going to try to play to make a living, you bet play cash.
I agree.
Because you can go a long time without a cash in a tournament.
Tina taking her time as usual. I like it.
Pocket 4 is going to be opening from under the gun plus
Yeah,
1.
she raised.
Has a lot of chips as well.
Raised it to
Crossing that
60.
1 million. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Tanya with a beautiful spot, picking up pocket 10s on the small blind. Feels like a necessary 3-bet out of position.
Well, let's see if she listens to you.
She shouldn't listen to me. I'm watching, you know.
So are we.
So are we, and we played.
Yep, she listened. Good job, Tanya.
Yeah.
Did you put a bug in her ear?
Oh,
Uh-oh,
my
no.
goodness.
Oh, geez.
She should not have listened. Mary finding a dream
wow.
spot with kings here. The 3 big stacks.
Wow.
Potentially going after it.
There's going to be fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, Tina can't call a 4-bet here. But it'd be interesting to see if Mary slow plays it. But I don't think there's any incentive to
I
slow
think
playing.
Mary's gonna make a good raise here.
Lisa Buck, thank you for the nice comments.
What'd she say?
She said you all put on an amazing tournament. Thanks to the dealers over there on the left.
Yeah, in our Facebook comment, which is hidden over here in the bottom left side. Oh, wow. She's just going to flat this.
Wow.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't end up wishing she
There's a lot of chips out there.
Yeah.
I'd
These ladies are
have to
very
do the 4-bet there.
And we all know an ace is going to come because we haven't seen one this
An ace magnet, isn't it?
Yeah.
But maybe Mary's trying to incentivize Tina to go for a little bit of a 4-bet herself. Maybe get a little out of line. But instead, we are going to go heads up in a 7-eye flop. That just
That's a
might be
bad flop
Curran's.
for Tanya
That's
because
real
there's no
bad.
overcards.
Yep, that just might be Curran's for Miss Tanya. 365 in the middle. It's about 546 behind. Such a big spot. 200,000 is going in the middle.
Mary checks back. Yep, you still got the kings.
I want to go tell her. Don't do it.
I'm sure she's gonna find out.
Don't do it.
Tanya's not going to call this one.
I mean, it's so hard to put Mary on any
Yes,
overpairs,
she is
right?
Excuse me?
Like 8s or 9s
she
are not
is.
impossible for Mary, right?
Oh no, this is ugly. This is
What a big spot here. Tanya has to go running 10s or
Mary
running
certainly played
straights.
it well.
Yeah. Oh my God, the 2-outer.
Wow. Sit down, Tanya.
Oh my goodness, and Mary obviously devastated.
Yes.
Wow, what a cooler.
Mary played it beautifully, as it turned out.
Nicely. Oh
Good.
my goodness. That is disgusting. That is a massive chip lead pot right there. 1.457 going to Tanya after that. Wow.
wow. Mary's got to be sick.
And that's probably putting Tanya into the chip lead.
And as a ladies tournament, the way her behavior is right now is totally appropriate.
definitely justified.
She's not whining. She's not talking. She's not throwing cards.
That is sick. Oh my goodness.
Inside she is, but
Yeah, of course. The nice thing is, though, she had such a large chip stack. She still has about 15 big blinds, so it's not the end of the world. You know, it's easy to spin back up, but it is.
She's
we got to get our head back on.
and she's smart to get up and take a breath. And
Absolutely. Yeah, and they're all questioning Mary's, how that hand.
Flat call.
Yeah.
Pre-flop.
Yeah. Wonder if like a big 4-bet ever gets a fold, but obviously, I mean, that's the dream. We want to.
And you want to get a full
chips in
double.
there. Yep.
The reason I didn't think Tanya would call the all-in is because she still would have had 350,000. But the way Mary played it, it looked like she could have flopped a set there, or she could have had jacks or
Yeah, she could have
queens.
jacks. Yeah, I mean, she
there's
could
so many
also-
hands that beat her. Obviously, you're not putting her on the 4-5, but I would have probably played 3 7s that way. I mean, 2 7s that way, or 2 6s,
Yeah.
and with her stack.
Exactly. I was gonna say maybe 8s or 9s are like
Right.
in the realm as well.
what's interesting, this is only the 18th hand played at the final table, and we've had some huge hands. We've had aces, we've had kings, we've had jacks, we've had 10s.
Good discipline by
kings.
Mary. Look at this. She just took a beat, and now she folds the queen jack of spades to a raise. Oh, it's an all-in. That's why.
It is a gorgeous hand to look down at, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Li Ping goes all in for 384,000 with 2 8s and wins.
Taking that one down easily. But yeah, I just want to say thank you again to Miss Lisa Buck there in the Facebook chat. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And we appreciate
We love
you.
Lisa.
Oh yeah, Lisa's awesome.
I'm jealous of her husband, though. He took off for Sturgis the other day, the big motorcycle rally.
You had fun when you went, right?
I had just a trip of a lifetime, other than all the trips I've taken since.
At the time, it was the trip
At
of
the
a
time,
lifetime.
it was the trip of a lifetime for sure.
What year did you go, Chan?
I went in about probably 15, 16 years ago. Oh, I know. I went in 98.
All right, so it's time to make a decision, Jan. Are we going to play the Kings and Queens tournament, or are we going to keep commentating? You know what? If we turn this over, we can listen to it later, right?
That's
You
true.
guys-
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's archived.
It is archived on the YouTube channel. If anybody ever wants to take back and look, very easy to find.
I think I'm going for the tournament.
I think I am too, because this is just getting my poker juices going.
That sounds great.
Yeah. But, you know, it's been a pleasure watching these ladies play. Listen to that. You know, as someone
You don't hear that in an
started
open
playing in the 70s when there were literally maybe 3 or 4 other women who played, it's such a joy for Jan and me as dinosaurs to see all these women, and not just to see them, but to see them play so well. I mean, it turns me on just when women play that well. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, you two are the reason why it's evolved so much, so we appreciate you guys.
thank you for the compliment. But
Thank you for having us.
yeah. I mean, women have discovered how much fun poker can be,
Yeah.
and in many cases, how profitable poker can be.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, look at some of the top pros in the world, like Kristen Foxen right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God,
Absolutely crushing it.
Yeah.
She's crushing like no one's ever crushed.
She's got like 6 bracelets now.
Yeah, pretty absurd.
And she's
stat
a
line.
nice person,
Oh,
too.
she's so awesome. I was able to talk to her 2 summers ago, I want to say. But amazing. But yeah, if you guys are in town, Kings and Queens going on right now.
All right.
Just started at 1 p.m.
Gonna go get in.
Yeah, wish
us luck.
yeah, wish them luck.
Thank you again
Thank
for
you
having
guys
us.
so much.
We might be back here in 20 minutes.
Well, I hope you're holding a trophy in 20 minutes. That's not possible.
Not going to happen, but yeah. All right. Well, thanks for inviting
Once
us,
again,
and thank you for the comments in the chat. And you guys
Absolutely.
do such a great job on the live stream.
Yeah, very cool to have
Thank you
live
so
stream.
much.
Yeah.
Once
All righty.
again,
All right, thank you so
that's it
much.
for
Good
Miss
luck, ladies.
Jan Fisher.
Bye-bye.
Miss Linda Johnson, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Any food or drinks, water?
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. If I sound different, that's because I've changed mics. But it is just myself and Mike for now. Barring any other ladies that want to come back here. But look at this. Tanya going to open up ace-10 suited. Tina on the button. Going to use her big stack and position to 3-bet. King-queen suited. Love it. How they're going to fold. Liping going to fold. And now it's up to Tanya. You know, I could definitely see us calling here. We do have a large stack if we want to take this pre-flop or post-flop. But don't fault her for folding either. All options are available, obviously. Don't think we've seen too many 3-bets thus far. Hi, my name says must have been the beer. And Tanya does give it up. Nice hand from Tina. Really good spot to choose for 3-betting. I love it. But if you're a regular here in chat, you know I say great players 3-bet and 4-bet. I'm a big advocate of being a little bit more aggressive, especially when these spots tend to matter a little bit more. It is crazy when you get in these spots how fast the blinds do move around, you know. But we'll take a look at some stacks here shortly as well. I'm curious to see where everybody is sitting, how they're going to use the position. Folded 2 around the button, queen 5 suited. Definitely good enough to open. Especially when, you know, small blind and big blind are incentivized just to fold. Mike, do you mind bringing up the stacks for us really quickly? Just so we could get a little bit more of an understanding. Yeah, look at this. So we got 4 people sub 15 big blinds, and then the other 3 massive chip lead stacks. So anything could happen, obviously, but Chantel getting a little bit short. And I do want to shout out Miss Chantel. She said last time she final tabled I was a little bit brutal to her, so I do apologize. She's wonderful. She's gorgeous. I try not to be too, you know, harsh, but sometimes I just be yapping. So good luck to her. Hopefully she can spin up that 3 big blind stack. That would be awesome. But Mary here.
It is actually just going to be the raise.
I think Mary announced raised, and she put out 50 and tried to put out a little bit more, but went backwards. So unfortunately, it's just going to be a min click.
I'm just getting back into the room. Ms. Lisa Buck, thank you so much for the kind words. I see it. Very much appreciate you.
Yeah, Lisa is wonderful as always to us.
Not gonna lie, I was 80-90% expecting to see her on the final table tonight.
Yeah, well, one could only wish or hope. Fortunately and unfortunately for her, there's a lot of fierce women out here that are really, really solid poker players. So to navigate through, it's tough. It's very tough.
How many entries were there in this? Bring that up here.
139 total entries. So they all registered yesterday from 12 at 1 o'clock yesterday. I apologize. And they played till the final 9, which obviously they came back today to come and play. But yeah, 139 total entries. Not too bad for a ladies' event at all.
Not at all. We can only hope that we see that number increase over time.
Absolutely. This one has been a really, really solid turnout. As you see the champagne being brought in the background, heck yeah. Tanya flopping middle pair plus backdoor straight draws. Mary with top pair. Gonna lead and gonna take it down. Tanya could definitely have floated, but would have preferred a spade on the board as well.
You didn't want to call because I would have had 2 pair if I called. I meant to raise more. You didn't want me to call.
What, you had diamonds?
No, I said.
You don't want a mimosa, Shay's pouring. Very little orange juice.
Very little orange juice is what I was trying to get.
That's how it should be. Very little orange juice inside the champagne.
the end, yeah. Just need to finish.
If we're doing,
Anybody like mimosas and champagne and strawberries?
right there.
Just champagne.
I did.
Just pour a few shake in there. Grab You just want someone to take it so you can have one. You don't want to be, I don't want to be the whole one.
Ooh, here we go. All right, Miss Chantel gonna rip it in with her remaining 3 bigs. Ace 5-0 seems like a decent candidate. Tina's gonna cold call behind. Heather's gonna call 2. And Leping with pocket 10s here. That must be a jam. Has to be a jam.
There's your friend over there.
And it is indeed a jam.
Yeah, you don't want to take this hand multi-way, so you gotta thin out the field, and that's what she's gonna do. 319,000. Not too sure about Tina's hand. Obviously, it's a little bit of a mystery here. Wow, and Mary with ace queen O. I mean, we were just talking about this hand, chat, you know, parking lot hand sends you to the parking lot. She's gonna. That's a weird spot. I mean, open, call, jam. Just like looks so unappealing to rip it here. And she is gonna fold. I think it's the correct fold. It is annoying, but given the hands we've seen, it's just like, what can Tina ever have here?
I know.
Tina doesn't look too thrilled with it. A lot of king queens, a lot of like ace jack type hands in her range, I would say. She's gonna give it up, and Heather has a real decision here. Just over 12 bigs is what she would be calling. She's already has 3 bigs out there, so it's a big spot, you know. I think ultimately it is supposed to be a fold. It is annoying, but would hate to lose potentially 300K here as well. So. But Heather, you know, multi-time ladies champ, I'm sure she doesn't need my advice at all. Right. She is going to fold. But Heather, an absolute crusher. Correctly folds, so ace-5 against 10s here, and Chantel is going to need a lot of help. One of her aces already mucked. We saw Mary muck the ace-queen-o. Big spot. Flop comes up Jack 7-9, and what a flop for 10s. Turn is going to be 7 of clubs. No help to Chantel. 7%. Just 2 outs left. And a king on the N. GG's to Miss Chantel. What a great run. Rounding out in 7th place. GG's. You know, it stings to run this deep and not get the title, but you always have to remind yourself that you did good enough to get this far as well.
Are we doing it toast?
I'm sorry.
Nice playing with you. You too. Yeah, nice playing with you. Nice hand.
Alrighty, let's see some stats really quick to see what Miss Chantel is going to get. She's going to get $1,264. The next pay jump is going to be about a $500 pay jump. So it starts to matter a little bit here or there. But once again, GG's to Miss Chantel. So we see Amy with 8 bigs, and then the next one is going to be 18 bigs. So a little bit big of the disparity there.
Lucy, you said 1 bottle per person, right? Right, Jesse? One bottle per person.
One bottle per person.
One bottle per person, yeah.
When it gets down to one, right?
Yes, he said
That's what he
yes.
said, yeah.
Okay, one for the win. Okay.
I mean, he didn't say
You get the
no.
hat and a bottle of champagne.
I think I saw him nod.
For one.
Hold and two.
You know you're supposed to say that.
Hold 4. Hold 5. Hold 6.
Big Boss Jesse there, making sure that all the goodies were situated for the ladies.
Oh yeah, chocolate covered strawberries, champagne. Ladies are spoiled, as they should be. And the nice looking trophies. Look at that, 3 of them in the background there. That's awesome. And once again, thank you so much, everybody, tuning in, hanging out. You got myself, Kirk, alongside Mike, commentating for you tonight. Earlier we had, or I guess not tonight, this afternoon, huh?
Yeah, it's weird.
It is very weird. But it was awesome to have Miss Jan Fisher, Miss Linda Johnson, some of the founders of Women in Poker earlier with us. And who knows, maybe they'll be back, but praying that they do well out there in the Kings and Queens going on right now.
Yeah, it was pretty cool having them back here.
Yeah, they are very, very fun.
Linda being a Hall of Famer, active in poker since 1972. Actually, I guess a Hall of Famer in 2 different Poker Hall of Fames, if I recall. Or at least nominated.
Amy here, 8 bigs, Queen Deuce suited. It looks pretty. Has to commit 50K to next hand, being in the big blind, so I think she's going to ultimately fold, but it is a closer spot than you would think. It's Tatina on the button, 9-7 suited. Gonna make it 60,000. Use her big stack and position to open, as she should in tournament poker. Heather with ace-10-0, probably gonna. Yep, looks like just gonna be calling here. Hand plays really well against a button open, ace-10-0, so heads up to the swap. Welcome 6-6-5 2-spade board. Wow, Heather with the ace of spades in hand if she wants to get a little dicey, but Tina with all those outs, straight flush draw, everything. Check to her, and she's gonna c-bet here. Make it 50,000. I like the sizing a lot. On a paired board, I don't think Heather could go away quite yet, especially with the ace of spades. So gonna come along for a turn card. Pot's ballooning up. 5 on the turn. Such an interesting card. I think we want to check back for Tina here.
Look at all those outs.
Yeah, not really gonna get too many ace highs to ever fold. But she is gonna be betting 100K. Not bad either. Not particularly a spot we want to balloon up on a double paired board, but we are gonna see a river, and it's gonna be a 3 of clubs. Heather's gonna check, and what does Tina do? All those outs bricked, 17 total outs to win, and another few to chop. We've gone this far. Do we pull the trigger a 3rd time? Is there a 3rd pulled in the chamber? No, there is not. I don't think she was getting a fold either. Nice hand from Heather. What a big spot there. Big swing. 470K pot. Oof.
Kiwi, how you doing? Also, Earl, I was out when you came into the chat. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. And it is that time where we are going to substitute the dealers here. Got Theo coming into the dealer's position. Let's take a look one more time at the stack sizes. We see that Tanya is actually up at the top, over $1 million in chips, 52 big blinds to be exact. Heather at 901, Tina at 856, Leaping at 550, Mary 390, and Amy right now, the short stack on the table, 7.8 big blinds at 194,000.
Thank you.
Raise 75,000.
I saw the first one and I was really hoping it would match, but it did not. I was like, 10.
I know. I'm telling you, 10. You got my 10, okay, stop it at 10.
I was really excited.
Just to keep everybody informed on what's going on with the chips as far as what their values are. The gray and brown chips are 5,000, and the yellow and black, the ones we call bumblebees, are 25,000.
We are actually 30,000. It's not going to be that easy.
Oh, it's up.
Worth a shot, though.
Try.
5:45 Monday. Only got 45 minutes. Oh, well, I hope the pain eases for you and you're able to get a little bit more sleep today, Kiwi.
It's been 5 minutes. It's 30 minutes.
Glad we're here to hopefully take your mind off things a little bit.
Let me know. You've been around me long enough to know. I'll take care of you lightweight.
Raise 80.
All right, Tina with a raise to 80,000. Ace 4 offsuit and Ace 6 offsuit. Heather does let it go.
Heads up.
All right, we are heads up here.
Check.
Tanya flowing a pair of kings. All right, $75,000 bet gets the call from Tanya. We see the turn, 6 of clubs. Tina bets 160,000, and it is enough to get Tanya convinced that she might have something, and Tanya lets it go.
My Asian glow continued. One drink, my face turns red as a red.
Mine does
Give a
with
little pink.
champagne.
Yeah, mine
Trevor,
is-
how you
once I
doing?
get to 2 drinks, it goes back to normal, but I get real red with one.
Trevor says, let's go, Tina.
See, they know they're laughing.
A lot of Tina fans in chat.
I can see your face.
Deservedly so.
Plus it's like,
Yeah, I have to have 2, so I don't
Hey, Kiwi, how we doing?
suffer on television.
Hope you're doing all right.
So.
Raise 80.
I think Tina's going to be opening up the mystery hand here. Hold over to Amy. Ace 9-0 on the button. Just going to be a necessary get it in moment. Don't love it, don't hate it. Wow, she's going to end up folding. Oh, good thing she didn't, because Tanya wakes up with queens here. Yikes. Amy knows better. She knows. We'll bring up the payouts here in just a moment. One eye. Don't know why that's weird. Tanya here out of the small blind. Gonna be putting in the 3-bet almost certainly.
Raise 215.
All right, and she's gonna make it 215 to go. Once again, Tina with the mystery hand. Unsure of what it is. We do have a deck change coming. Unfortunately, we do have some damage cards sometimes.
All right, looks like Nightbot's gone on strike or something here.
Oh wow, and Tina's gonna back 4-bet here. This has to be a massive one.
570,000.
570,000. This is for a lot of chips. You don't see 4-bets very often, especially between 2 big stacks at the moment. What does Tanya do? This is so interesting. Well, looks like she's cutting out some calling chips. My guy Keva Walls in the chat. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Keva? Says King King. Makes a lot of sense, definitely. Ace King suited type hands, obviously. Only top of range stuff. Trevor says Ace King all day. I'm with you on that one. I don't know. 4-bet. It's definitely a lot of premiums. Let's see. Tanya really thinking about it. This is a really, really tough spot, considering we do have, Amy to our direct right with just about 4 bigs, so, it is a $500 pay jump, which in hindsight isn't too much, but pay jump is a pay jump, and also potential to just, stay afloat with 900K if we fold. Not the end of the world. Once again, so sorry about the hand reading, guys. And Tanya is gonna give it up. Big fold. Wow. Tina getting away with that one. Sheesh. very intrigued. I'll have to ask her on break. You know, we are on a 30-minute delay, so we obviously don't know the full story of everything. What's up, Carson? Just hopped on. How's it a 4-bet when the blinds are 30K and the 4-bet is 70K? I went Tina open, Tanya 3-bet to 215, and then Tina 4-bet 570,000, I think was the number. That's Carson Strong in the chat too. Absolute pro, legend over here at BestBet Live. This is the final table. Yes, there's 6 remaining. We'll show some payouts actually after this. And once again, so sorry about the cards not reading. We do switch the deck here shortly.
Yeah, they go through a registration process every night before the stream, but sometimes right in the middle of the stream, the cards decide to fail. So.
Yeah, sometimes the cards get snapped a little bit too hard, maybe breaks the chip, which is the RFID reader inside of the card. Very frustrating on our end and your end, obviously.
Such is the nature of tech for the time being, though.
55.
Yeah, I see what you were looking at, Carson. I had to take a look back. Yeah, it was supposed to be 570,000, so I think it was just inputted incorrectly.
80.
Tina flopping top pair here. Goes check bet 55K, and Tina's just going to lead on the turn. I actually really like the lead. Double flush draw. Heather checks back so many turns there. Heather's not going to go away quite yet. Just going to call in the river. River's going to be the 5 of diamonds. Backdoor flush gets there. And Heather's going to be putting in the call. Tina going to show queen 10, and Heather's going to muck, so maybe some ace highs, maybe even 8s or 10s there. A lot of mystery hands. That's good. So sorry about that.
My track number, written number.
King, queen. The king was broken. Yeah, it could definitely be that. And yep, we are going to switch it out right now. While that's going on, can we see some stack sizes really quickly there, Mike?
Absolutely. All I got to do is click a button and we will take a look here.
Alrighty. So Tina going to be the overwhelming chip leader, 1.6 million. Amy, 4 bigs, but definitely spinnable, and everybody right in between that 10 to 20 big blind stack range, except for Tanya.
It's amazing how quickly these stack sizes can change. A minute ago, it was, I believe, Tanya who was well up over a million. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
They fluctuate a lot, you know. You got to go on some runs here. You got to catch some hands, especially this late into a tournament. That's why I love tournament poker, man. The variances is huge. How are the Cowboys looking, Keva? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Big CD, big George Pickens fans here.
That's my point. That's my point. Oh, yeah,
Alrighty, Mary here, 315K, just about 10 big blinds, king, queen, O. Could jam if you don't really want to play post flop, or could open. I think opening is fine considering Amy is about to be in the big blind. She's gonna raise 90,000, 3xing on the button.
Welcome back, buddy. I need about 30 more of you.
Kevin says, well, like every Cowboys fan says, this is their year.
Sounds like a Cowboys fan indeed. Oh wow, Tanya's gonna pull the Queen 9 suited.
Lot of picks on the radio.
I think as the table gets a little shorter, you gotta be opening up the range a little bit more, especially with the bigger stack size. But Tanya's played a little bit more on the snug side, making some big folds just a few hands ago, so makes sense. Meanwhile, you have Tina here, King 3 suited, gonna open up the button yet again, and Heather, Ace 10-0 yet again. Feels like deja vu we're seeing this. And we're on heads up between these two. Up comes 5, 7, 8 rainbow board. Check over to Tina. Doesn't quite favor her range, but she might put out a little c-bet to see where she's at. Maybe take this down every so often.
She did it all night. How could you not hear? That's a happy person. Yeah. She is. She is though. She's fun. It's funny. You know, I was teasing her by her real name today.
Are you?
I couldn't figure out which one was her on the.
I've seen you around.
Yeah. Well, it's just some of the people.
You and your husband.
Yeah, who have flown in. I remember from Vegas. No, that's why I did that, so everybody can see.
No, when you were doing this, I was waiting because you know what I mean? It's
Golden Pop.
Raise 60.
60,000 to go.
Alrighty. We're gonna open up 60,000 pocket deuces and Tina dream spot on the cutoff. Just gonna call it pocket jacks. Interesting. Not gonna put much pressure on. Deuces is a little bit too loose of an open, I think. Wow, what a cooler. Kings here for 470K. Amy's like, yeah, I mean, we're getting such a great price to get it in here with any two in the big blind. Makes sense. And a big jam here for 475,000, so 15 bigs. Super weird spot for Tina. I don't think I could ever fold here. But, you know, getting this deep into a final table, it is about protecting your chip stack as well. But calling off like 500K here isn't the end of the world. I think I'm leaning towards call, even though I can see the whole cards.
470
I was in here till I read it. Oh, I got this one. Oh, the shirt.
470 gold.
I missed it.
Big cooler spot considering it's six-handed, and yeah, we got a three-way all in. Leaping, drooling at this spot. Kings here. What a dream spot. Yeah, Tina obviously gonna be upset, but it's kind of a cooler at the end of the day. Six-handed here for overwhelming chip leader, 1.13 million pot.
Good, Jacob?
Kings indeed are kicking butt today, Steve. Don't jinx it though yet. We haven't seen a board. Tina's gonna need a lot of help. Same with Amy here, and that is an all-heart board. And wow, both players, Lipping and Tina, having a heart in hand. Turn is gonna be the king in that. Wow, well, not dead yet. Actually, Tina picks up one additional out. Needs a 10 for a straight, and it's gonna pair the queen on the river, and Lipping is gonna have a 1.13 million pot, and Amy is gonna be eliminated. Our defending champ, WPT ladies champ here last November, is gonna be eliminated. GG's to Amy. Always so awesome to see her run deep in these. And she's gonna be taking home $1,600 and or $1,611. Next pay jump is gonna be $2,100. It's about a $700 pay jump, and this is where it starts to matter a lot. You know, these pay jumps do matter. And I know Tina's gonna be pretty upset at herself, but it is a cooler at the end of the day. Just gotta shake it off. Go next hand.
Stay small for this one, big blind bites.
Once again, GG's to Miss Amy Strong there. I'm sure we'll see her in just a month. We do have WPT coming up.
You know you're down to one.
Oh, I'm not?
Just one big blind.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Oh, that's what.
Full six, full eight. Fold.
I forgot that she was
Hey, all right, yeah, see? It's not worth raising with only one blind.
All right, looks like it was a solo big blind, and she's gonna fold it around.
Read that, I could get back 200,000.
Was a free seminar for only for ladies, or was everyone welcome? Everybody was welcome, Carson. I went last year. This year I wasn't able to partake, but yeah, anybody is welcome. Miss Linda Johnson and Jan Fisher always sharing great stories, very funny stories as well.
Yesterday they flopped a 10.
You were nervous, wasn't you?
On the road, no, this happened. Yesterday, they flopped a 10 set. I had 10. The other person had a 10 and the 10 on the river.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it was a whole bunch of times that it was, that's right, that's right.
So I was like, oh my God.
Times it was like that where it was both dancing.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I'm a cat.
Yeah, it was a little bit mixed in between, Carson. Some lessons, more stories than anything. Just telling their lives over, or telling them about their lives throughout, you know, the poker history.
You're eyeballing my stack now because I'm a short stack. I see you guys. The eyeballing you. See what happens?
Heads up.
All right, looks like Tina's going to open up under the gun. Ace, deuce, O. Tanya going to defend out of the small blind. 10-8 queen board and flops bottom 2. Check over to Tina. Favors her range a little bit more, and she's been c-betting pretty often, so I think Tina's going to lead here and get check raised almost certainly on the flop.
50,000.
Gonna bet 50,000. See if Tanya wants to slow play it though. Looks like she does. Just come along for a call. Turn's gonna be 4 up clubs. Tanya giving Tina the good old stare down. And instead, Tanya is gonna decide to lead out here on the turn. Tina. Just with the ace high here. Can't really do too much. And is going to give it up. And once again, guys, if you guys are in the Jacksonville area, we do have our Kings and Queens tournament open to all ladies and gentlemen. Started at 1 p.m., so just about an hour ago. 25K starting stack, $200 entry. Registration is open until the start of level 9, so that usually gets a really, really good turnout. Just if you guys want to play some tournament poker is all.
It is going around.
April plays poker, says, let's go, Tanya. Heck yeah. Hey, April, how we doing? Saw you play on the cash game here just a few nights ago. Shout out to you.
There's something about Mary.
When I called him back, he knew what I
I'm too nice. That's all there is. I'm way too nice. Something about Mary.
Lines are up next hand.
You look like a Mary.
40,000, 40,000.
Oh my God.
We got the one and only Miss Mary Darnell in the Facebook chat. Hey, Mary, how we doing? Congratulations on your second place in the warm-up event. She says thank you to Best Bet for all you do for the ladies. Always a family reunion. Heck yeah. It's all good, Mary. You can't win every tournament, even though we would love that. Congratulations again. Yeah, and shout out to Kat, who ended up taking down first place in the warm-up event.
I got my father's tournament with Kings the other night.
Tina's always trying to get a discount over here. 20.
She just said it. You got all the
But you
chips.
didn't even have the queen.
You got everybody here covered.
Coulda hit a good card.
You had a queen, and
I'm telling you, I thought she had a queen, man.
I thought she had a queen too. She's
See, she's thinking the same.
No, she's talking about her hand. Not one, yeah.
No, not that hand.
40 to go.
It was the all-in hand. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, she had kings.
Fold into.
She's talking about the Jacks versus Kings game. She was saying she
It
got
was the all-in hand.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, get with the program there. Yeah. Get with the program, tell you. What's that tournament starting?
So it just started about 20 minutes ago or so.
What time is it?
It's on the other side. It's
Oh, it's in the
140.
back.
1:40.
Is that what the buy? 140?
No, she asked what time it was.
Huh? 200 to buy? I thought it was
30 minutes. 25,000.
Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Alright, Tina, looking like gonna be blind versus blind. Gonna open it up.
He's about to pull that
Queen 10 suited versus King 3-0.
Is there any money in it? I'll hold it.
Yeah. That's why.
She's gonna take this one down easily.
Happy to give me the money.
Better get
Can't let go of that. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
Auto, man.
Yeah, I got off of it. But I can't. When I travel in Vegas and when I travel, I left it when we were playing there. I left it. Sorry, doing there.
40 to go. Fold back. Call. 40 to go. Fold.
said they were on a, I was asking, they were on a, usually on 15 minutes, like that's on 30 minutes.
Yeah, for tournaments, they usually do 20 to 30,
Yeah.
depending on the tournament.
Yeah, because then, yeah, that's good. Because then you can get the information.
So I don't, what am I gonna,
I don't think.
Yeah, what's JP going to tell you?
I mean, oh my God. Well, we don't.
My 7-year-old actually has really good advice. Sent me a bunch of notes to Vegas on like what percent and stuff like that. Yeah. I want to hand off his advice. I literally was like,
Is it a he or she?
is it he? 7 ago. I was like,
Oh my
I was like, F it, this is my
He's
2.
going to show up when he's 80. Oh my God.
It's so funny.
Alrighty. Mary's gonna open up 80K here. Queen 10 suited. Pretty hand. We ever in the range where we just have to jam instead of just opening? Although the ladies are pretty passive, so opening seems pretty profitable at the moment. As those blinds get really, really high, it's already at 40K. So effectively an 80K blind for the big blind.
Didn't want to get the other.
Too hard. 40, 8. Raised to 8.
Alright, we got some blind on blind action here. Jack 10-0 versus 9-8-0. Mary says, my money is on Heather. I battled heads up with her, and she's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, multi-time ladies event champion Heather. They're in seat number 1. But all these ladies showing why they should be here, as they are all excellent players. Mary, gonna defend here. Just cost another 40K. It's an interesting spot considering how shallow the SPR is. SPR meaning stack to pot ratio. You know, Mary only has 330K and the pot is already 200K, so Mary almost has to go with any flop that hits her range. This one does flop 2 overs and a gutter ball, but Tanya gonna use a big stack and bully her a little bit. And is gonna take that one down. Sandra says, Tanya. Alum of Elite Tampa Bay Poker League. Heck yeah, Tanya has shown why she's really, really excellent. Even in the cash games too, she played earlier this week. Did really, really well. I think the only one who didn't play the ladies cash stream was actually Heather there in seat 1, which is funny because she grinds a lot of the 2-2s and 2-5s here at BestBet.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing her on the stream the other night.
Yeah, she was not, but the other 4 were.
Raised to 8. 6.
interesting lead here by Tina. Gonna make it 75K to go. Just jack high. Tanya, obviously flopping top pair. Really strong kicker. Is never gonna fold. Instead, she's gonna raise here on the button. 200K. Little time lead by Tina. Can't fault her, but I think we're gonna just lose 75K. Unless she wants to get a little spicy. Try and rep one of the sevens. Is gonna give it up. Nice hand from Tanya.
Oh, you know,
I'm telling
I know.
secrets.
Right. I mean, it's funny. It's funny that sometimes you know when you go say what seat. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
You want me to talk to you? I'll talk to you. How are you
No,
doing
I
today?
thought you were talking to me. No, I thought you were talking to me. No.
40 to go.
I didn't know there was any communication coming. Oh, I know. You say.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Raise 80.
A little bit quieter around the table at this point. We've got the Kings and Queens tournament going on, and a lot of the ladies who participated in this championship tournament are going to be heading over there or have headed over there to play in that tournament. All right, Tina is going to raise it up a little bit, looks like. Yeah, 3-bet up to 320,000. How long is that list? You're heading that way? I think the Kings and Queens started at 1. I'm not sure how long the buy-ins go on. I saw something about it earlier, but I can't remember now what it said. I think until level 9.
Oh, you're red. You have a red.
No, honey. Today I got sparkly one. I can put it on. Right.
Welcome back, Kiwi. All right, Mary facing a 3-bet at 320,000. It's going to put her all in if she decides to call. And she does not. She finds the fold. And Tina's going to take this pot. Alba, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, Haley, if you're not working, you got no excuses. Come on down. Thinking cash is the way today? Okay, fair.
She won the hand. What do you say I won the hand? I don't know. I was thinking that.
That's good.
I did that. Because it's good champagne. Kick it in.
Maybe she's got a beer over there too. She's gone. She's wasting
You guys don't.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. You didn't hear that.
I probably not.
she wasn't in last.
I've never heard her speak.
Really didn't go away. That's why I was thinking that you had to get you had to come.
I heard everything.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you told me that. Oh, and then she Tina didn't. What? Only Mary knows. Not Tina.
Okay, congrats. See you next week.
I mean, totally fine. Yeah. That's totally fine.
Make a little
But I'm just saying that.
Be here in 30? Fair.
I'm like,
And then you can decide when you get here what it is you want to do.
You give me the big line right here.
Yeah, right. Like focus it.
Don't fold. Big line.
Yeah, you're on big line.
oh, it's 40.
40 and 40.
40.
Her stacks were 110.
Oh, wow.
Doing good resting out, but nice. Today is a good day for it. We kind of got short notice that the final table was going to be starting at noon. We had all assumed that they would just be continuing from yesterday, but they played down to the final table last night. And so it was an early morning for me. Not necessarily early for others, but early for me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, it's going to be 40,000 for Heather to call, holding on to pocket deuces.
I'm talking with you, all right?
She does not call though. She raises 100,000. Leaping has actually already folded, and we move around the table.
All brown.
All right, and Tanya makes the call. I believe we are heads up going into the flop.
You didn't know me out. Remember somebody else.
Yeah, blinds are weird right now, though, so like it wasn't like a terrible call. Check. People have like 15, 10, 15.
Check it to the turn. Tanya with trip aces. Heather picking up trip set of deuces. This could be interesting. Oh, Heather's going all in.
Come on! Jack 5.
And a snap call.
5 or...
Jack of 5.
So 3 of a kind versus 3 of a kind here. And it is going to be a 6 on the river. Oh, duh. Pair of aces on the board already. Full house for Heather, not just a set of deuces. Told y'all it was an early morning for me. Thanks, Steve. I see that now. Yep. Heather picking up a rather large pot here.
That's what happens. That's what happens, really. Remember deuces? They're very sneaky. Nice hand. Thank you. Here's what it is. Here's what it is.
We're at 20. I know you know. You're just testing.
No, I was going backwards in time. I didn't go backwards in time.
Where do you do? Raise 80.
Oh, what's up, Alba? Hey, Haley, how we doing? Boss lady told you don't give her chips. The chips seem to be evening out, though. Look at this. Heather with 1.1. I'm sorry, Heather with 960K and Tina with 1.1. Pete can go with 930K. And it looks like Mary's going to rip the King-Queen suited here for 195,000. So, going to be a classic flip here. Deuces against King-Queen. Never folding. Good luck, ladies. Deuces never loses, right? That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Let's see if Mary could win a flip. So that's going to be an 8-8-3. So some counterfeit outs now. 3 would counterfeit Tina's deuces. A 3 or 5 king-queen. 12 total outs up top. And the river's going to be a 6 of diamonds. And that's going to do it for Mary. GG's, Mary. Great run. I know once you get this deep, you obviously want to win. But still, great run. And Tina's stack is piling up. Very nice.
Good. On camera. I'm going to tell him. Hi, JP.
Taking a look at the,
Thanks for the advice.
it's like he knows. So Mary getting it from the table, winning $2,117. Next one out is going to be taking home $2,864. When we take a look at the current stack sizes, we see Tina now, I should say once again, because it's been going back and forth, up 37 big blinds, over almost 1.5 million, just under. Heather with 960 in her stack, Leaping with 930 in her stack, and Tanya with 825.
12, 1, 2. Jason not here to play. 80. Yeah.
Tina flopping a pair of 6s here.
85. Dead Ben. Yeah.
Heather taking that one.
Sherry says, good luck, ladies. Nice to see some new faces. Yeah, absolutely. Some new ones, some returning ones, obviously. But all showing why they are here right now. Playing very, very excellent.
40 to go. Raise 90.
BB, what is going on? Says go Tina.
Hey, BB, how we doing? Yeah, Tina is crushing it right now. Using her big stack here, 980. Heather, think about getting a little spicy here, but is ultimately going to fold. Tina just going to take down the blinds, being the big stack bully, as she should, as all good tournament players do.
He says Mike made a new lot of muffins yesterday. Guess what they were? I have no idea, Kiwi, because you tend to come up with all kinds of yummy recipes. So you're gonna have to tell me. I'm not a very creative person when it comes to selecting something
Blueberry.
new and different.
Another here, gorgeous Jack 10 suited hand. Like 85 to go on the button. Now that Tina's actually folded, somebody else could raise. Tanya with the King 8 suited, definitely a defendable hand here.
So I'd probably just say something like banana nut.
Banana muffins are great.
All right, Tommy did make the call. We are now heads up. 6-4 deuce comes out on the flop. 2 hearts with a diamond. Tanya with the backdoor flush draw. Still looking good with the king. I think the turn is already out there. I think they checked it.
Yeah, I want to check, and it looks like Tanya's leading the turn, which is a 5 eclipse. Does favor her range versus Heather's as that defender in the big blind. So nice hand from Tanya. Well, I got the berry part right, Mike. What about you?
Nowhere close. Blackberry and golden syrup, they are yummy. I imagine it sounds like it. Man, it's been so long since I can't tell you how long it's been since I've had a blackberry.
Hope they haven't been back here at home. Just that time.
No, just right now.
Tanya letting that one go.
Once you start getting deeper in the tournaments, you know, four-handed, it's a lot of raise and takes. Just because stack sizes do matter, the pay jumps start to matter a lot. You know, we're talking about thousands of dollars here.
Oh my god.
So a lot of raise folds so far. But the end of the tournament is just like waiting for coolers to happen, really.
Right.
You know, 2 pair over 2 pair, one, you know, aces, kings, queens, stuff like that. It's hard to make a pair in no limit hold'em, especially four-handed. Being gonna have ace-9 suited, gorgeous hand here, 85K.
for a manager Shay in the background there, doing a fine job running this tournament.
Absolutely. Shout out to Shay, our tournament director for all week for the ladies event. Has done a wonderful job, just like Mike said. Heather here, pocket tens, big spot, Bruin, as I think 3-bet is necessary. Nope, is gonna just call. Underrep her hand quite a bit here. Tens against ace-9 suited. Up comes 5-5-9, and this is disastrous for Leping. She's just gonna lead out for 120 or so. 130 or so.
He said, my guess, 130. But he's going to chop it down to make sure.
Dang it.
And nailed it. Yeah. He's read 1 or 2 stacks in his lifetime, huh?
Yeah. Professional dealer there. Somewhat professional. 5-5-2 down the board. What does Heather want to do? Has to be going all in.
That seems to be the consensus. Hi, my name is.
Wow, she's gonna overfold there. That is so shocking to me. Really?
Alright, ladies, blind are
Also just like had a weird read. Maybe thought that she had Jacks plus, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Wow, that's...
Wasn't expecting that myself.
Yeah, that is interesting. All right, well, with that being said, let's see some stack sizes really quickly. Yeah, I can't believe that fold either. All right, Tina holding on to the lion's share of the lead, 41 bigs at 1.65. And then the rest of them really close, honestly. 20 big blinds is quite playable, especially in these spots. So it's anybody's game, really. But Tina does have the massive chip lead right now.
Fire. Move it.
Can we bring out the payout? Bring up the payouts really quickly as well.
Absolutely.
All right.
And at any time, chat, if you want to take a look at it, it's exclamation point payouts in the chat there.
Yeah. So 4th place is going to get 2.8. 3rd place is 3.9. So 1.1K pay jump, and then obviously 2nd and 1st is what you're gunning for. Pretty big here. All right, Tina, King 4 suited. A bit cautious indeed. Very shocking. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Fine, fine. It's okay. We're on it. I know. He's on it. He's on it.
125. Hold on.
Fun spot here. Tina opening the button. Very wide all day today. King 4 suited. Big with pocket 8s. Just going to come along, it looks like, just calling.
And they're calling too. Heads up. Check.
Ace 10, 5, 2 hard board. Team are going to use the range advantage here and get it through. Very nice. Big stack bully there. Could have been playing against a set. You could be. It's very unlikely though in that specific hand. Hard to have trip 5s or 9s full ever in that spot. I mean, you know, definitely has jacks some of the time, but I think it was a little bit too tight of a lay down for Heather.
Going to go ahead and fold Jack 8. Leaping with pocket 6s.
Raise.
Not just going to go out quietly. Going to raise it up here.
$185.
All right. Going to raise it up to 185 here. We see now Tanya has 9-6 suited. So already holding one of leaping 6s. And gets out of there though. Leaping's going to take it.
All in for the 1. Hold 2. Hold the 5.
Heather going after a little bit of Tina's stack. Tina currently with 2 times the next person's stack size, right around 1.8 million.
Interesting spot for Tina. King 10 suited.
6, I'm sorry. 6.
It's pretty close, but I think we do preserve our stack here. Just fold, keep on raising, you know, in position. But it is close. King 10 suited is gorgeous here. Good fold.
Peanut gallery over there. I'm allergic to peanuts, right?
I see also that's big because I'm like, the stack says 700.
You're good, Jacob.
Only 6. Only 6.
It's only 6.
It's only 6.
Next time, man.
But you know what? We gotta put 1 in.
Yeah, like next time I'll just ask him.
Blind, these big blinds on it, it goes down pretty quick.
Fold 2.
It's Durka says King 10 suited. I'm shoving.
75.
Yeah, I think it's okay to be shoving there, but given the ICM pressure, you know, losing 700K on quote unquote a flip this late in the tournament isn't the greatest. So I think preserving our stack and folding there is totally fine. This, on the other hand, seems fine to me. Ace Jack.
Calling in the 8.
Ace Jack O is gonna call here. Heather with 5-6 suited. Just call another 125K. Already 450K in the middle. Getting kind of a good price to appeal with 5-6 suited here. But I do wonder what she does. We got Miss Jamie in the chat. Hey, Jamie. She co-commentated one of these with me way back in the day. Feels like forever ago. Awesome. Great to see you, Jamie. And hey, Stephanie, how we doing? Good luck, ladies.
Heads up.
All right. Ace 9-5, 2-diamond board. Tina does outflop Miss Tanya here. Does that pocket 7s? Tina let out last time out of position versus Tanya on like a king 7-7 board. Looks like she's gonna take this line again and gonna lead pretty large, 200 into 450. Oh wow, and Tanya's gonna be ripping it all in here with just sevens, turning her hand into a bluff. Wow, what a big spot here. I think they're getting the full count right now, so looks like 475. Oh my goodness. And Tina does call off. Big misstep by Tanya right now as she's just trying the 2 outs, has backdoor straight outs, but in really, really rough shape. 90% for Tina to win this hand. Turn is going to be an 8. Does give her some additional outs, one of those straight outs I was talking about. 86% to 14%. Tanya needs a 6 or 7, otherwise her tournament is over. And it is going to be over. 10 of hearts falls on the river. GG's to Miss Tanya there.
Yeah, definitely.
Great run, 4th place. Going to be paying out $2,800. Not too bad, obviously. Once again, you know, once you run this deep, you want to win the tournament, but a great run for Tanya. GG's.
Definitely made it to the top 4. We are now down to the final 3 players.
You will never fall down when you put 200 or anything. There's no hope.
So, like, I'm just worried about kids on top of me. But can't.
Raise 125. 7 big chips in the front.
Yes, sorry. It's really
I know you're just getting started.
difficult. But I will make them.
We're going to do a lot of stuff pretty soon as well. Hold the one.
Alrighty, and just like that, we are 3-handed. So we are on the podium at least. A bronze medal guaranteed. Obviously, no bronze or silver medals, as there's only 3 trophies, all for first place there. You can see in the background. Our wonderful Journey says, hello, it was a fun series. GG's. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. And Tina with the overwhelming chip leader, 2.5 million stack. 4.170 chips in play, so
Let me ask you.
has over 50% of the stack, of the remaining chips, I should say.
Old number 1. 2. Easy game.
Am I small one?
Yes.
Yes.
First place gets 3 trophies. Yeah, they get 1 Best Bet trophy and 2 Lips trophies. You could see it on the back left table whenever the wide shot happens. I'll point it out here after this hand. Is a little gutter ball for Liping and Heather here, turning top pair. As Liping gonna bet 100K here. Never ever folding. I shouldn't say never ever. She did fold 10s earlier and that shocked me. And a king there on the end, and Heather's gonna try and trick and trap, and Liping does not bite. Nice hand from Heather. Yeah, see the back left there? They got a hat, they got 3 trophies. Not too bad at all. And of course 9K is not too bad either for a $300 entry. No complaints there. All 3 have done well. Absolutely well said there, Steve. These ladies are battling it out to the end.
Call. And then check. Heads up. 50. Fold. Roll over again, eh? $125. And a call. Heads up.
Alright, 6-9 versus Ace-8. Both players do flop a pair here.
Check.
Let's go check, check. Turn is a 10 of spades. Does check again over to Heather. Slow playing her ace here.
125.
125. The king on the end, 575K in the middle. really bad card for Tina. Actually, a good one. That way she could get away from it. But she's gonna lead. Trying to rip some 2 pairs, it looks like. Gonna bet 250. Half pot bet here. It does get snapped off. Nice hand from Heather. Big pot for her though, as the chip stacks do get pretty closer together. 2 million for Tina, 1.6 for Heather, and Leping with about 400K.
Oh, sorry about
My fault, too. Did it on purpose. Huh? It's like you did it on purpose. King of Spades is going to be the burn, everybody. King of Spades. We just got here.
And a card inadvertently get flipped there. It ends up being the first burn card. King of Spades is out of rotation.
All in from the 1.
Yeah, they're gonna use the big stack there. Blind versus blind. Get Leping to fold.
See you, big. Actually. $125 to go. All in from 2.
Looks like it's a raise and an all in here. Not exactly what you want to see when you have Jack 9-0 and Tina. Unsure what the hand is gonna give it up though. Pink gonna be all in for 330K or so and a call. So Jack 9-0 versus Queen Queen. Jack 9 in really rough shape right now. Tina folding one of the queens though, Queen Deuce. Big spot here. One could be chip leader. One could double up and survive another little while for 770K. Ace high board, ace jack 4. So Heather not dead yet. Does flop middle pair. Gonna need jack or 9 on the turn. So it's gonna be an 8 of hearts, really close to a 9, yeah. Down to the river. It's gonna be the 8 of clubs, and Leping gonna secure a much needed double up.
We'll get a count on her stack size and get the pot figured out there.
Pocket pair. I raised like
Any ace, I just
So big shift in the stacks there. Taking a look at the stack sizes, see Tina still up at the top, 1,950,000 in her stack. Heather now with 1,415,000. Leping now the short stack at 770,000.
Tina can open up with the small blind king deuce suited. Heather can defend jack 10 suited. Flop is going to be a 10-7-5, and wow, what a flop for Heather here. Top pair plus flush draw. Tina's been taking stabs here or there pretty often. Wouldn't be surprised if she takes another stab, as she is. Her C-bet range is like almost 100%. C-bet, meaning continuation bet for those in chat who are new to poker or tournament poker. Turn is going to be the 7 of spades, so double flush draw available now. And now Tina says bad turn card. Let's just shut it down. A lot of check folded now.
250.
And Heather's hand is too big not to bet here. She's gonna make it 250 into a pot.
And Tina is going to fold it. Heather taking another pot there.
What? Yeah, bad luck.
Seems strange to see these wide angle shots and not have chairs on the backside.
Yeah, it is. But it feels like really prestigious as well. Once we do get to heads up play, we are going to move the players into seat 3 and seat 7, as is tradition here.
Indeed. Makes the table a little bit more symmetrical, easier for the dealer to get the cards to the players.
Definitely. What was for lunch today? I had some chocolate covered strawberries.
That's about where I'm at too.
Yeah, I haven't really eaten. My body isn't ready to eat this early, I guess.
Do you run into that too? I do.
Yeah, I don't eat breakfast too much. Oh wow, and an all-in top pair here. A little bit of an overjam is going to give it up. But I was thinking what was for lunch or dinner when we get out of here, assuming it'll be in the next 2 hours or so.
Just to give everybody a heads up, we are approaching the end of a segment here. We are going to be going on a 10-minute break at the end of this level. So please stick around, and Kirk's going to be letting you know a little bit of information on WPT Gold stuff.
Yeah, we got some cool things happening, so stick around, stay tuned. And as Mike said, we are going to be taking about a 10-minute break here shortly, which is pretty crazy. You know, the ladies haven't had a break yet. So I'm sure it's much needed for them to get a nice breather.
Yeah, showed up ready to play at noon, and then with all the picture taking and everything ahead of the stream, they finally got it going about 12:31. So they've been here for 4 hours or so.
Yeah, it's a long time not to have a break. It's because the level was the level last night was supposed to be the break level, so we skipped that level, and then they had to play another 2 hours on top, so about 3 to 4 hours without a break for the ladies so far. You're probably not awake early. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
That's exactly.
Yeah, I'm usually up at like 10 o'clock, but I don't know why. I just don't eat that much early. I eat way too late, though. That is a problem.
Yeah, dinner for most people is usually my what would be lunch.
Yeah. The dealer schedule is very odd.
I believe I heard them talking about this might be the last hand before the break.
Okay, excellent. Flipping, gonna pick up a nice ace queen O here on the button, make it 195 to go. Tina's already out of there. She's like, all right, give me this break. And Heather with a nice hand, king 9-0 here. Is it worth 200K though? It's pretty expensive. Alrighty, so we are on a little break here. So really quickly, guys, we do have a very, very cool thing. As you know, WPT is coming into Jacksonville starting August 20th, and we do have a bunch of satellites going on right now in the room. But we have partnered with Club WPT Gold. That said, every Sunday at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, there are going to be feeder tournaments into the 5K WPT Best Bet Scramble main event, which is pretty sweet. There's a $5 one that feeds into the $55 satellite, and then the $55 feeds into the $218 satellite. Yeah, and then the 218 into the 5K, so you could inherently spin up $5 all the way into $5,000. Really, really cool.
That's wild.
If you can't make Sunday, that's no problem at all. These qualifications are going to be running every single day, so you could build your way to the $218 chip feeder, which is on Sunday. Not too bad. That's how dreams are made, you know. It's kind of like the moneymaker effect. But yeah, once again, that'll be running every single day, but the 218 is on every Sunday up until the WPT Best Bet Scramble. So good luck, and we'll see you guys at the tables. And that is from the Best Bet Jacksonville team. And we're going to be taking a little bit of break, guys, for these ladies. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.
I probably do too. Just so that way for the picture at the end too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As we bring the music down, we're getting right back into it. The deal has been made. We've got 3 players remaining in this final table of the Lips International, the Ladies International Poker Series Florida Championship game here.
Oh yeah, all right, right back into the action. Heather picking up a gorgeous King Jack suited. Final 3 podium finish no matter what for these 3 ladies. It's a very good spot to be in. If the next person knocked out gets just under 4,000, 3,900. And then obviously the top prize is what all the ladies are looking at, $8,500. Not too bad for a $300 entry. And all those cool trophies in the background.
Yeah, and they're some pretty good looking trophies. Went out there and took a gander at them a few minutes ago. And
oh yeah,
they're sharp looking.
Here we go, Heather with the premium here, ace-10 suited. Also, shout out to Hi, my name is as promo code Chewy on Club WPT. That'd be fire. Maybe one day, though. Maybe one day. Tina with King 6-0. The new internet hand. You know, we say Ace-5 is the internet hand, but King 6 also qualifies for the internet hand. Tina is going to defend here as the 2 chip stacks are very, very even. Ace-8 deuce. Heather outflopping Tina massively as we see Tina drawing just to 2% on this flop. And a single bet is going to take that one down. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that does make Heather, for the first time, chip leader of this ladies event. Yeah, 1.8, Tina at 1.5, and Liping at 795K. But 13 big blinds is still very spinnable for
no discounts.
Liping, so good luck, as I'm sure her stacks are going to be getting in shortly.
Just so you guys know, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just at the other tournament, but yeah, I'm gonna make them call me when you get down to like the nitty gritty, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. I was. It was something like, I don't remember his name, but I think it's his name.
Alrighty, you heard Miss Lupe in the background, one of the Lips tour reps, saying that she's on the other side with the kings and queens, and right now, $200 entry has 142 entries in it, so really, really good turnout over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, $200 entry, and you could buy in until about 5:15 Eastern time if you guys are in or around town.
120.
Did I read it, or am I remembering right? I read one of their little pages over there. It's up until level 9?
Yeah, correct. Yep, end of level 8, start of level 9, so about 4 hours.
Say 140. 130.
Oh wow, Tina with kings here. What a beautiful spot in the big blind versus a button open. We got that boy Tuck in the chat. What's up, Tuck? One of our live stream regs here. At least live stream regs, recently.
Right.
That's good, Tuck. Catching the end of this ladies event, 3-handed. Next one out gets just under 4,000. Tina gonna be putting in the 3-bet. 360,000 it looks like.
Heather's going to go ahead and let it go.
Does correctly fold. Feels tough folding an ace 3-handed, but she was well behind. Given the chip stack dynamic as well.
The person on the phone?
Yeah.
It's right there. Sorry, stop.
No, probably, yeah.
Yeah, the lady right here.
Yeah. I'm on the stream watching it. Well, too.
Yeah, I was wondering what that noise was. Somebody was on the phone right outside of the live stream area, so I was just like, what is going on? All right, Tina, gonna open up the King Jack suited, I'd imagine, here out of the small blind.
Oh, on the thing.
Yeah.
They could hear it on the stream.
Yeah, on the-
Oh my gosh.
Some guy gave out his address. Someone gave out the phone number.
Nice.
And then,
Here's my social security number, guys.
and then
What is it? We're listening.
Yeah, talking about people forgetting the microphones
Yeah.
are up there and
This is live after all.
putting it out there in the world. I think they say you can raise whatever you want.
She has been raising about 100% of hands, blind versus blind, but Leping is also folding about 90% of the time, so why wouldn't you raise any two?
You were blocking all the time. It just happened I didn't have a pen. I didn't. But this is poker, right? So what do we do? No chips. That's what we do.
150?
I show you.
Just a little bit tournament?
All right, these hands flying by now. Everybody trying to maintain position. Being very selective about where they choose to try to advance.
Yeah, these spots so late get a little bit dicey. You know, you don't want to give away any chips if possible. Obviously, the name of the game is to collect all the chips at the end of the tournaments, but these ICM jumps do matter. ICM is the pay jumps essentially, so 3,900 for third, 5,700 for second, and 8,500 for third. So a lot of money on the line, especially considering that we do have a WPT coming up in just at the end of this month, actually. August 20th is when it starts, so it would be a nice little bankroll builder, as I like to call it. And yep, same dynamic. Heather opens small blind, Leping folds big blind. Just you know, kind of handcuffed where she just can't really defend many of her hands, no matter how good or bad they are. Just marginal hands will kill you. Does get fold, Tina. Gonna collect it down. Always love getting a walk. Feels so rare in tournament poker. Tina, gorgeous hand here. Ace-5 suited in the small blind. Gonna raise it up. Other 9 deuce cannot defend, so keeps chipping away.
Thanks, Blake. Yeah, no, they're all over.
I like this guy.
You friend?
What?
You friend?
Blake, Caleb, James, my husband, Thomas.
Supporter.
I see.
All I know is I'm getting a picture.
Charles.
Somebody's picture I'm getting. Get a lot, get a lot. Huh?
Tina with 8-6 offsuit raises to 120,000. Heather gets out of the way.
Yeah, I'm pot committed.
Yeah, she's pretty pot committed here, and Tina might just have to call off. Doesn't love it, obviously. Completely dominated.
Yeah, I don't have a strong hand.
8-6-0 versus 9-8. Here we go.
All right, good luck, ladies.
Ping in a massive spot to double up. 71% favored over Tina's hand, obviously dominating the 8. So good luck. Here we go. 6. How does
Just like
Tina
that,
know?
yeah.
With the 8 of spades as a backup. Oh my goodness. Tina kind of disgusted, knows she got it in pretty bad, but has to fade a 9 and only a 9. And she does. Wow, and Leping, that's going to do it for her. Makes the correct move. But that's like the unfortunate part about poker is like you could make all the correct moves and you still lose. Wow, what a beautiful spot. And GG's to Leping finishing out in 3rd place for 3,900.
Yeah, so you're going to go over there.
So we are going to be taking about a 10 to 12 minute break, guys, to get these ladies set up for heads up play. Heather already knowing the protocol, moving to 3rd to seat number 3. Tina going to move to seat number 7. And yeah, we'll be back, guys. Don't go anywhere. What a hand.
What a hand indeed.
Oh my goodness, 6-8.
She still have my driver license. Yeah, she got it right.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting back into the action. The players' positions have been set there in seats 3 and 7. Every once in a while, we might get a gander at the 3 trophies there along the back rail.
Okay. 12 one's gonna be on the button. It's gonna be a big line over here. So Heather 30, Tina 66.
For those just joining us, we have Heather in seat 3 and Tina in seat 7, our final 2 players of this Ladies International Poker Series Florida Championship game.
Oh yeah, heads up for all the glory and $8,500. Not too bad. Good luck to these ladies.
And pretty close in chips too, just over $2 million each.
Yeah, very, very close. This is a very fun matchup, potentially. So this heads up dynamic is interesting because Heather has been here many, many times. You know, she has a lot of trophies, 2 specific women's events titles. And Tina told me that she's never won first place in a tournament. So
really,
this is going to be a fun one for sure. Heads up experience is a completely different experience, I would say. You have to play way more hands. You have to defend probably 90% of hands, as Heather is going to be opening up the button here, 5-4-0. Flop comes Queen 4 Deuce, 2 spade board. And as Hi My Name Is says, poker favors aggression, and we've said that in and every day.
All right, Heather's going to go ahead and take this one.
Back there? There it is.
What are they talking about? The champagne?
There they are.
60 to go.
All right, Tina, 3-4 offsuit, trying to decide whether or not to call the big blind or not.
All right, Tina is going to open up the 3-4-0, and Heather with King Queen suited, gorgeous hand. A little bit wide of an open. I think once you go to heads up play, you could start limping a lot more. You know, I always say that raising is key, raising is the best, but heads up play, I think limping is more favored. See more flops, don't balloon them up, because now we just, and the sizing also, a little large. I don't think you have to change your sizing too much when it goes to heads up play. As a
wow, good call.
Yeah, King Queen 4. Wow, top 2 here for Heather. Tina with bottom pair. So the reason why I don't think you should be raising this hand is because you just get out flop so much, and now we have to put in a C bet when we don't want to really on this type of board. And I say have to because it favors our range so heavily. You know, Heather could have a lot of 10-9s that just have to fold, a lot of like 6s, 5s that just have to fold. But Tina's gonna bet 310K, and Heather, don't know, pretty draw heavy board. I wonder if she wants to put in the check raise. And she is going to be putting in the check raise, makes it pretty small, 700K. And this is where the experience comes into play, you know. Making a pair is tough in no limit hold'em, but making a pair heads up in no limit hold'em is even tougher. And, you know, this is where, like I said, you don't really want to be putting in chips with the 4-3 here that often. Like, limping is totally fine. Even folding is totally fine heads up. But she's going to give it up. And now, pretty big chip leader is Heather, 2.74 versus Tina's 1.4. Blinds are at 60,000. And I see Mary Darnell in the Facebook chat saying, told y'all Heather is no one to be messed with. Yeah, she is awesome. Very good experience. But 24 big blinds is quite playable. As we see Heather having about 50 bigs and Tina about 25 bigs. So anything could happen though. Heads up play is monstrous. Alright, looks like Heather gonna open up the 10-6-0 and Tina with King 7 here. Wow, trip 4s on the board, interesting. Just gonna check over to Heather, I think. Well, we've seen Tina lead in these spots. Wouldn't be shocked at that. But very deliberate is Tina as she's gonna check over to Heather. Very interesting board as Heather's been super aggressive in position. Out of position too, obviously, but gonna make it 125 to go. Tina can't fold quite yet. Any king or 7 on the turn. Wow,
Quads on the board.
Interesting.
Tina's got to be semi-confident unless Heather can convince her she's got an ace or something.
Yep, that's the only hand we lose to, right? Just 4 aces in the deck. But Heather is gonna tell that story that we like to say, you know, says that I do have the ace, gonna continue betting. This is such an interesting spot that doesn't happen much at all. Even when it's like a full ring, you know, you don't see quads on the board that often.
Right. 850,000 in the pot. Yeah, it's pretty rare to see quads on the board at any time.
She's gonna give it up. It's a weird spot though, because you know if you do call that right, you're leaving yourself with about 800K, and Heather is probably gonna have to jam so many rivers. So that is such an interesting spot. You're basically, if you call turn, you have to commit yourself to calling river, right? So I think Tina just goes against it and says, all right, we'll fold. Tough spot. Very, very weird spot for Tina there. And Heather definitely could have a lot of aces. Heads up, though, it's so difficult.
Yeah, this has been brought up many times on our stream. We get the advantage of seeing what all the players have. So.
Yeah, most definitely. We're professionals back here. Just as I like to say a lot, is keyboard warriors. But Tina, just gonna give this up. It's totally fine to fold. You know, frustrating that Heather has won every single hand of heads up so far. But the tides can change. They can turn very easily. Just gotta remember what got you here. Take your time, breathe a little bit. Reese says, nice play, Heather. Yeah, Heather's an absolute crusher. Could stay and play with the best of them.
Sorry.
Man or woman, obviously, as this is potentially her 3rd ladies championship, which would be pretty dang sick.
Wow.
She has a few over here at BestBet. She's an absolute crusher. I think she's final tabled most of them too, ever since she started playing in the room. It's funny, Heather folded 10-10 on the 9 high board and before, but if she had called, she may have lost. That's true, and now she's heads up for the title with an overwhelming chip lead at this point too. You know, with Queen 10-0 here. So you're gonna notice that Heather is opening every single button, as she should, right? And this is a great 3-bet, so I was just gonna say Tina's gonna have to hopefully realize that and start 3-betting a little bit more often. Poker do be like that. And Heather with a quick call. Not gonna shy away from it. All right. Well, SPR is very shallow, guys. We got Queen 10-0 versus Queen 7-0. Tina with 730K in stack and a 700K pot. And not the greatest flop for Tina here. Tina is gonna check and give up that betting lead over to Heather. Does favor her range a little bit more, and she's gonna bet 150K. Check raise could be very fun if that's in the range, but it's really, really tough to ever check raise this type of board texture. In my head, if I'm Tina, I'm thinking, does Heather ever fold ace high here? Probably not. So check raising is probably ill will. Check calling could be fun though. We do have 2 overs. We have backdoor clubs if we're Tina. But then we just have to commit ourselves to so many turns, and she's gonna give it up. Yeah, once again, man, Heather putting on a clinic here. So far, heads up. Yeah, beautifully said, Mary Darnell. She said Heather is in her element. Heads up is totally in her wheelhouse. Yep. Just the little bit lack of experience here for Tina. Heads up is really putting her at a massive deficit, as we can see Heather just chipping up massively here. But once again, if we're Tina, we just got to breathe, say, let's do it. We're not ready to die yet, right? Got to win. Got to find a way to win. Tina just gonna fold. Ten big blinds is getting close to all in her fold territory. Yeah, definitely. Tina's gonna need to find a way to spin up this stack. You know, for 90% of this final table, she did have the chip lead, and maybe for the first time this entire tournament, she's pretty close to getting knocked out. And Heather is going to continue raising the button. King 7 suited. Beautiful hand here. We get 120K. Jack deuce suited. As I said before, Tina's going to have to find a place to take a stand, whether this is the hand or not. She's going to call though. Jack deuce suited seems fine.
That is true. It ain't over till it's over. We've seen stacks this big shift.
Absolutely. I mean, this heads up started at 2 million a piece, you know, just over 2 million a piece, I should say. So good swing each in any way. Tina does flop top pair here. Checks over to Heather, who's gonna check back. Turn is a queen of clubs, so Tina's hand gets pretty strong, much stronger here. Middle pair plus flush draw now. Time to start developing a pot. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, as they say, right?
That's it.
Has to be an interesting size. Almost like small. Let's make it 200 in a pot of 300. Leaving herself 320K behind. Seems fine. And just like that, Tina finally wins a pot, stops the bleeding a little bit. That's nice.
Gets a Band-Aid on there for a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to finally chip up some stacks, as Heather has won every single heads-up hand so far. Up until that point.
All right, got Theo coming in. Take a quick look at the actual stack sizes here.
Yeah, look at that. Overwhelming. 56 big blinds, 3.3 million for Heather. Tina with 14 bigs, 820K. Still playable, without a doubt. It ain't over yet.
We see that next person out will still be taking home $5,706. First place will be taking home right at $8,600.
Yeah, not a bad payday for either ladies for sure, but effectively a 3K heads-up match, which is pretty crazy to think about, you know. ICM pressure is massive. Plus the glory of all 3 trophies there right in the middle. Tina, I hate the fold. Like I said earlier, I think it's totally acceptable just to call, see a flop. Heather's not raising a big blind too often. And if she does, you just fold. It's fine.
The Kings and Queens tournament is up to 161 entries. Going on the other side of the room here. Heather, King 8 offsuit. Makes the raise to 200,000.
All in?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
King
wow.
7 versus King 8.
Completely dominated here. A lot of chop. Oh, or a lot of ways to chop though. A lot more ways to win.
My name says this is my jam.
This is it.
700 exactly.
It's like 700K is the rip. I think it's gonna be a call. It's pretty close. If Heather can find a call, she is dominating Tina here. But it is a tough one, and she says, let's go with it. Oh my goodness, good luck, ladies.
All right. This could be it.
King 8 versus King 7. Tina doesn't love to see that. Diamonds are live, though. 7s are live. Gonna need a lot of help. Here we go. For the all-in, for the glory. Or a big double up for Tina to get her back in this game. Let's see this flop. Wow, 9-8 deuce, 2 diamond board. Still Heather, 61% favorite to win this hand, but pending turn cards, they could be all over. Turn is going to be a jack, picks up additional outs to go with it. How does Tina ever break this, right? Heather wins 70% of the time. And it's going to brick out a 6 of clubs. That's going to be it. And Miss Heather, the absolute crusher that she is going to win this title, a 3rd ladies event title to her name. GG's came in as the 2nd lowest stack of this final table and built it all the way to first place.
Yeah.
And, you know, hats off to Tina. She came in as chip leader and got 2nd. So nothing bad you could ever say about Tina. Just a little bit lack of experience, heads up, I would say, is what got her. But shout out to Heather winning that $8,559 top prize and all the trophies. GG's to her. Tina taking home 2nd at $5,700. What a fun event.
And to end on a hand like that, King 8 versus King 7.
Yeah, that is absurd. Well, that was a very fun one, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. Mike?
Yes, for sure. Thank you for coming, hanging out with us, getting an early start on this Sunday afternoon. We will be returning next Friday with a 2-2 no-limit hold'em game for you. So please consider ringing the note, hit all the buttons, the subscribe buttons, the bells, and all that good stuff, the follows. And we would love to see you back. But for now, it is time to say goodnight, and we will see you in the next one.